wow, loyal, driven by their passions, creative. This actually does really represent me. Except it's not my zodiac sign. Hi, my name is Quinten Hyde, and I don't exactly believe in zodiac signs. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, because I don't have any proof for that either. But in a world as beautifully diverse and individual as ours, saying that there's only 12 different personalities just seems a little bit strange to me. So I came up with this little fun idea. You see, when I was still in high school, I used to work on the school newspaper. And you might have guessed it because my main task on there was the horoscopes. You see, the moment I started doing those, my mom had taught me this. Now, Quinten, here's what you gotta do. You gotta make everything as generic as possible so it can apply to every single person, but also make it vague enough so people have to fill in the blanks themselves. This way, people will start to look for ways it actually relates to them because deep down, that's what they want. And that's what I did. Suddenly, wherever I walked in school, I heard things like, "Hey, you wrote the horoscopes, right? They were super accurate. How did you know all that?" What can I say? It's a gift. So I honestly just wonder if I still got it. I finished some up, and as you can see, they're rolling by on the screen, so if you want, you can pause it on your zodiac sign, look at it, and tell me how much you have in common with the things that I wrote. Quickly comment down below after you've done that, because I'm really curious, alright? So I put these on Instagram and Twitter to see if people would fill them in, but what they didn't know is they're all exactly the same. The only difference is that I mixed the trades, like the order of the trades, but essentially they're all the exact same thing. So I would love to read you some of my absolute favorites. First, there are some things that literally everyone says they are, they have, they like being creative. Have you ever heard anyone say something along the lines of, you know what I really aren't? Creative. Social media. Where are you going to be finding these cards that I put out? On Twitter and on Instagram. Do you think people that actively spend time on these two social media platforms are gonna like social media? I think they are. Things like entrepreneur, procrastinate. Everyone is always talking about how they want to be their own boss. Yet, ironically, everyone is also talking about how little work they do because it's so fun to always rip on your own work ethic for some reason. Then there's things about worried about future. And people check this like, oh yeah, actually I am worried about my future. Yeah, watch the news for 5 minutes and you'll be. But there are also things that are so up to your own interpretation that you can fill it in multiple ways and then can say whether or not that is something that you are or have. Like, can't ever be bored. This could mean that you aren't easily bored because you're so creative you can come up with things of your own. Or you really can't ever be bored because it gets you like so down. Then there's also things that apply to literally everyone, like social time, but also alone time. I could have literally put something like enjoys sleeping, but also enjoys being awake. You're covering the whole thing. Also stuff like loves their friends way too much. Obviously you like your friends. And hates being lied to. You see, I see so many people say stuff like, I as a Virgo hate it when people lie to me. You know who else hates it when people lie to them? Everyone! Hi, I might just have the greatest results imaginable. You see, not everyone actually fell for it. Some people said things like, nice troll, and I just assumed they mean this and not my new haircut. But at the same time, I also got a bunch of people to actually fill it in all seriousness. I got people saying things like, well, thanks for making me obsess over astrology even more. Apparently, pretty much everyone is a great listener. Actually, no clue what the heck this is, but like, am I supposed to look at the ones you crossed out or probably not? And this is so great, especially because of what I told you in the beginning of this video. My mom DM'd me reacting to the one of her star sign saying, wow! This is actually quite accurate! And I love that so much, knowing that she's the one that initially all those years back taught me how to make these things so incredibly generic that they count for everyone. It's just so good because people keep filling them in. And I feel like before this video goes up, a lot more people will. And they did. Now hey, tell me, was this accurate for you too? And if you're curious about one of the other shenanigans that I've done, I got a video where I gave my little sister an incredibly weird gift for her birthday. So if you want to see that, you can click right here or the link in the description. I just love it. I post a video every Wednesday where I try to take an idea that I have too far to hopefully entertain you and build a fun-loving, nice community here online. But above all, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to see you next time.